Tony D and Little Joan somewhere behind me, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Perfect Peace, one of the Nigerian movies. Every once in a while, we like to check in with the Nigerians in Nollywood, as they call it, and see what they're doing. I'm seeing a lot of improvements here. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 16 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. First, they seem to have a good use of music in this one. It's appropriate for the trailer, which is about a marriage falling apart and the drama and intrigue. So basically, this guy, something happens where they have to downgrade their lifestyle, and the wife is mad, doesn't like it. And so the couple starts fighting, and she apparently starts cheating on him or seeing another man at least. And he follows her and gets into fights with her over the seeing this other man. Um, it's similar to what there's a lot of soap operas in the Nollywood TV channels. This is being marketed as a movie, though. It is a movie, I think. And this is the daughter looking very sad as her parents fight. Now, this is the shot that's at the complete end of the trailer. Apparently, there's a kidnapping in it, which is so far at the end of the trailer and is just sort of added. I feel like people get kidnapped in Nigeria more often than, say, America, and that this was sort of an afterthought that they added the shot in. I mean, if somebody's getting kidnapped, that's pretty exciting stuff for a movie. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the husband and wife going back and forth, that can be drama, and it's not too bad in this. But like, they cut to this shot, and I'm like, whoa, she gets kidnapped. That's extreme. I don't know who the characters are that kidnap her. They seem pretty casual about it too. So it's just a weird tone to take. So yeah. It's called Perfect Peace, and and I've seen a few trailers from Nollywood, and usually the houses don't look half this good. So she's complaining that they sized down. I think they're in a complex of several apartments, and the house is kind of small, but still, it doesn't look bad. I mean, compared to some of the other places I saw in the other trailers, this is pretty good. I mean, they've got a nice patio. A lot of times they shoot stuff, and the roadways in Nigeria are like barely paved, if they're paved at all. But this one, they seem to be in a nice section of Nigeria, or nice-ish anyway. I mean, at least, I would ballpark this as like middle class, maybe. I mean, here it might be like lower middle class because it looks like small sort of units next to each other. But I can't imagine this being too far down on the financial scale in Nigeria. But then again, I haven't been there. I'm judging only what I've seen in movie trailers, but it doesn't look bad. But yeah, so first act, the husband and wife are moving into this. They move in. The wife is not happy. A few things go wrong. I think this woman is washing the patio and accidentally gets her all wet, and she's fighting with the other neighbors and calling her husband out for being a failure, and he's depressed and trying to figure it out. But meanwhile, she goes off with another man. He follows her. I think this is the more second act stuff. They get into a fight. They go back and forth. And it's not good for the kid. At some point, though, she gets kidnapped. Or someone gets kidnapped. Perfect Peace, it's called. I would say that's not a bad logo. It just needs to fill the screen. See, it's got some imperfections in it. I think there was some design put into this. My criticism would be the last shot. There needs to be more about the kidnapping. That's an exciting piece of data that should be more prominently featured in the trailer, I feel. The ending, I kind of don't know. It's kind of hard to rate other cultures' ending. In America, it would probably end with her husband saving her, and then maybe they get back together. But like a perfect piece should be bigger. It should fill this whole screen. There should be some credits. I'm kind of surprised they haven't started to ape American movies for stuff like this, because they can. There's nothing illegal about it. You could put all the bump up this font, put all the credits underneath it in the same unreadable font that we use in America, and it would look kind of like an American production. And shot wise, I've seen worse in Nollywood. The lighting's okay. I mean, I don't think it's great, but I can see. I mean, this is a little dark, but most of it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I think this is a slight step up from other trailers I've seen. The background's a little cluttered, but not as much as I've seen in the past. The acting seems to be more on point, so I think there's definitely, they make so many of these in Nollywood. I think they're definitely improving things. It definitely feels like a solid piece, like one story, as opposed to some of the other ones I've watched. I won't even review some of them. They don't make any sense to me. This one, it's a good story to do. It has a broad appeal because it's about a relationship falling apart. A lot of people can relate to it. A lot of people, I assume, in Nigeria are married. It's more of an old school country. There's more traditions there. So I think this would have a broad appeal in Nigeria and other places around the world. And I think the cast, I mean, they look like they're really trying. They're pretty deep. They're okay actors. I don't know. I'd have to see more of it. It's a little hard. Again, it's a little hard to judge with the accents. They're like one word didn't come across. I went back. I put on the subtitles, but even the subtitle couldn't get it. But yeah, I mean, I could see this. It wouldn't. Maybe in streaming. Again, the fascinating thing to me is to see something like this and check out how other cultures make movies, and you could check things. I mean, you'll get little hints of how things operate in Nigeria a little more. You shouldn't get all your information from movies. I'm not saying that, but it's interesting to see little tidbits. And to me, I like to learn stuff when I'm watching a movie too, because it makes it doubly fun if it's entertaining, and then maybe I learn a little bit. So that aspect's kind of appealing to me. So I think this would be kind of watchable, even for an American audience. It's not my kind of movie because it's more of a soap opera. Yeah, I don't think this would be on the IMDb, but I'll do a quick check. I don't think they put Nollywood movies on the IMDb. No. But I've seen worse productions in the states. So, yeah, I think this could, you bring this over to the States. I mean, there's not that big of a Nigerian audience, but some. I think, anybody from that part of the world or in America would kind of be okay with it. So yeah, so interesting improvements there in Nollywood. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for our more opinionated videos about news and stuff. A lot of news in 2025. It's only been a couple of days. Anyhow, we'll see you tomorrow.